It's 8:30 on a Wednesday night, and of course, you know what that means. We're going live here in the Facebook group, both of them, and on YouTube as well. So let me know in the comments, chat, whatever you got going on, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching the replay, whether you're watching it all. And I got some good stuff for you tonight. Good information that I think you're really going to like, and also, wanted to share a few other things too. We're halfway through January, and wanted to. Hey, Whitney, how are you? Wanted to make sure everybody was aware that you're staying on top of this glucose control special, because listen, come January 31st. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Come January 31st, it's going to end, and the glucose control special, where it's buy one get one free for the entire year. Now, let me elaborate on that a little bit. So you're thinking that all of your customers know about this. You're thinking that all of your downline know about this if you've got a team, and I'm going to tell you that they don't. So, and let me give you the proof again, because we've talked about this before, but it's our responsibility to ensure that they know about this. So, I measure sales every day. I measure sales this month over last month, whether I'm up, whether I'm down, what the growth is, everything. And so I'm a numbers guy. I like to know what the numbers are. And so today's Wednesday. On Monday, I looked at our numbers and saw a trend over last month, over December. And as you know, December is not a great month, but our sales were off by about 40,000, and so that seemed like a lot to y'all, but over the previous month. So I sent an email out through the email in the back office to all of my customers, and to all your customers too, by the way, and all of my downline. Some of you may have seen it, and it said response to buy one get one. So we made up those sales difference in one day. Not only that, because you might say, okay, well, that's a fluke. Well, let me tell you this. I had two people who reached out to me and said, one of them said, hey, what's this BOGO special? What is this product? I haven't heard about it. One of them said, hey, I've re-engaged. I ordered the special. I reactivated my account. I saw the deal with the mastermind in Vegas. I signed up. I'm coming to Vegas. Wow. I was kind of impressed with that, right? So not only did they see my email, but they also ordered the product, ordered the special, saw the promotion, saw the mastermind in Vegas, registered, and are coming to Vegas. And so we just assume, and I keep, so I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I want you to know that it's much easier to get an existing or a past customer to purchase than it is to get a new customer to purchase. You got to touch a new customer 7 times before they'll purchase, 7 times. And so I just sent an email out, and the sales increase was amazing. The response was amazing. That's just 2 of the people that I heard from. And a lot of people said, hey, I got your email. That's awesome. So you may not have access to email your downline, but you do have the ability to reach out to people and touch base with people, whether it's online, whether it's through email, whether it's through text message. Best thing to pick up the phone and message them. Hey, did you see that amazing special, that glucose control special? I took advantage of it. I'm sure you probably want to. It ends the 31st. I want to make sure you know that it's buy one, get one free for the whole year. For the whole year. So it's important for us to ensure that we, and not just me, you see, each and every one of you, if you have anybody that you've brought on board, whether it be a customer, a member, an affiliate market, or whatever, it's your responsibility to ensure that they know what's going on, that they stay informed. Whatever you do will duplicate. That's an important lesson to learn in this industry. Whatever you do will duplicate. Also, whatever you don't do will duplicate. Don't depend on your upline to reach out to your team. We do a lot, but don't depend on us to do it. And here's the thing: is a lot of your people don't know who we are. They want to hear from you. You're the one who brought them on board, right? and spread the word, spread the news, talk to your downline, let them know, hey, you need to reach out to your customers. So it's important to do that. And I wanted to talk about that before I went into the training. But so if you haven't done it, do it. If you haven't had the opportunity, reach out to people. Sometimes it's just nice to reach out to people and say, hey, what's going on? How's life treating you? With no intent. But right now, this is a big deal. This glucose control special is a big deal because do I want to buy a bottle and get a bottle free every month through the rest of the year? Yeah, I do. Do you think your customers do? Some of them may not even tried it, but yeah, they do want to. If they're going to try something, they want to buy one, get one free. So anyway, good stuff on that. Don't mean to beat a dead horse, but dad burn it. Yeah, I'm from the South. We say dad burn it. Dad burn it. Let's make sure that everybody knows. And it just is powerful when you see the results that we get. So what we're going to talk about tonight is putting a call to action on your post in social media. Now, that's important to do. It's important to, from the current slide, there we go. It's important to add a call to action, a transformational approach to your call to action. And see it, when I talk about this, you'll see, I mean, you can, in 2023, we were doing this selling thing and then selling in your content and you can ask people to buy your product through a call to action. But the reality of it is when you ask somebody to buy in your call to action, what you're doing with that is, you're limiting the communication, drastically limiting the potential conversations with the people. Because that's your call to action, they either are going to buy or they're not. And so you should always include a call to action in your post, always. But you want to make sure it's the right kind of call to action. A much smarter approach, call to actions, would be to not ask people to buy, but instead give them a reason to actually want to have a conversation with you. Or the call to action, hey, we're going to talk about that. So you want to be able to keep your call to actions in one singular question. Don't confuse people by asking too much. Don't put a paragraph out there. But your call to action should be to encourage a conversation. You see, I want to know who's interested. See, I always say we're looking for people who are looking. We're looking for people that are looking. We're looking for people who are interested in what we have to offer. So if you can create a conversation, whether it's in DMs or you don't want to just say, let's talk, but you want it to be specific and meaningful. It's got to be tied to the message of your content. I'm going to repeat that. It's got to be tied to the message of your content. Like, you don't want to put something out there about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and say, do you like eating broccoli? See, that's confusing. You with me? So when we look at this, let's look at 5 different strategies that'll help you when you're putting a call to action in your post. Start a conversation around that. This is the first thing you want to do. Start a conversation around the specific problem and challenges. So you may ask a question. You may say, hey, what's the biggest struggle? What's your biggest struggle with weight loss? You see, if I'm talking about a product, whether it be Boost for ramping up your metabolism and boosting your metabolism and boosting your energy, that I could say, hey, what's your biggest struggle with weight loss? I'm talking about glucose control. Do you crave sweets during the day? You ever crave sweets during the day? I know I do, but you can just say that. Hey, do you ever crave sweets? Do you ever feel tired and exhausted in the afternoon? You see, these are questions that people will respond to and questions that a lot of people are having difficulties with. Do you or somebody struggle with high cholesterol? I mean, when you're looking at the 40 and above population, that's from what the statistics say, over 60% of people are struggling with high cholesterol in today's world. So when you ask that question, any of these questions, then you're looking to get a response. And that tells me a couple of things. One, did I stop their scroll Did they read my message? Did they look? And two, are they interested in the topic, the conversation that I've started? The topic. Include your call to action at the end of your caption and at the end of your actual post too. Both places. That'll be helpful. You feel tired and exhausted in the afternoon? Anybody ever feel that way? I know I do. Strategy number two, ask your audience, the people you're putting your social media following, for their advice, their opinion. This is a great way to build trust. Ask them for their advice. Here's some examples. What is your favorite supplement and why? What's your favorite supplement and why? See, it starts a conversation. And listen, in this crazy world of direct selling, trust me, there's no telling the answers you'll get with that. But anyway, do you think eating organic foods is important? Now, is that a good question to ask since our products are certified organic? Wouldn't you want to know if they think that's important? What's your best tip for staying slim? You see, when you're looking, and you don't want to use losing weight, that's everybody's talking about losing weight. First year, you got to lose weight, you got to diet, you got this. You just want to say, hey, look, are you looking to slim down after the holidays? Would be a good question to ask. The word slim down or staying, what's your best tip for staying slim, is you're going to get a better response from that than you do if you talk about weight loss or overweight or people being heavy. Here's a good one. Are you concerned with heavy metals and toxins in our environment? You see, these are kind of leading questions that tell me a lot about the people that are looking at my post, which is what I'm looking to find out. Strategy number three, offer to share an additional piece of value. Okay. What could you create or offer to help them implement what you're teaching and get the results faster? You see, one of the beautiful things about Touchstone is that we have so much information, so many tools that we can share, and they're all free and they're yours. They're yours. Send me a DM and I will send you my personal, whatever it is, weight loss strategy, my personal ebook, my personal tips on. You can put whatever it is, but my personal, send me a DM and I'll send you my personal, whatever it is. And your personal is probably going to come from one of the tools that we have to offer. Here's one. Comment detox and I'll send you my free detox risk factor quiz. Just comment detox. Now, a lot of people don't like to put comment because they're afraid that nobody will comment. We'll talk about that in a minute. You can't worry about that. You can say DM if you want to. A lot of people are more comfortable saying DM me. And we'll talk about it if nobody DMs you. It's no big deal. DM me and I'll send you my list of the top 10 toxins in cosmetics. Well, I don't have a list of the top 10 toxins in cosmetics. Yes, you do. It's in our blog post. There's a blog post that is titled The Top 10 Toxins in Cosmetics. So when somebody says, I'm curious to know about that, you send them the link to the blog post. So they click on the link, they read the blog post, they're cookied to you, they start getting the company, the marketing machine gets into gear and starts working for you to market to your followers for you for free. Comment dragon and I'll send you my dragon fruit antioxidant smoothie bowl recipe. You see, during the holidays, people were sharing recipes and sharing information, but it works year round. People are like, dragon fruit? I like dragon fruit. You mean smoothie bowl with that? Yeah. So what is that? That's a blog post that you can send them a link, because again, with our marketing machine and the company doing advertising and paid ads and paid marketing for you, it's always great to get them to click on one of our tools, provided for tools, that let the company do the heavy lifting. Let the tools do the heavy lifting. Let the marketing do the heavy lifting. Important. Number 4, ask your audience for their ideas, their values, their thoughts, their interests. Ask them for advice. And say, hey, tag somebody for positive recognition, or tag somebody who has this issue, or tag somebody. You see that a lot. Hey, tag somebody who needs to know about this. And the call to action about value should have nothing to do with your products. On this particular one. This particular one is just, hey, what is it that makes you want to be the best version of yourself? Tag somebody that needs to hear this. You can say that if you want to. That's a great question to ask. Post a picture in the comments of the people who are most important to you, your happy place. Post a picture in the comments of your happy place, or post a picture in the comments of someone that you couldn't do life without, or you couldn't live life without. Of your favorite, whatever, your favorite person, your mentor. Who's influenced you the most in your lifetime? If they're on Instagram, tag them below. You see, you're looking for engagement, and you're not always looking to tell and sell. You're looking to inspire and encourage, because people want to do business with people they know, trust, and like. So you're looking to get some engagement on these posts. Here's number 5. Ask your audience, can you relate to this? It opens the door for them to share their experiences and allow you to begin a deeper conversation based on the connection. So you can go there from this. So, for example, what do you find is the hardest part to staying consistent with your workout routine? What do you find the hardest part to drinking enough water every day? Have you ever struggled with blood sugar spikes? And what do you do? What do you find works best for you? Tell me, I'm not the only person who craves sweets at night. What's your favorite to eat? Mine is Oreos. Now, I don't know if that's my favorite or not. I like that. I like Oreos. I just put that in there because Oreos, I think, if it's not the top selling cookie out there, it's one of the top 3. Maybe yours is ice cream. Mine is ice cream. What's yours? So you can ask people questions to get a response and get interest. And people love sharing their knowledge and their information and what they're talking about. And they want to share with you what they eat. They want to share with you the Oreos. I like Oreos, but I tell you, Reese Cups are much better, or ice cream is the way to go. Or when I get hungry, I eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Whatever. People love to communicate and share their thoughts and their ideas with you. And it's really important to not overthink it. You see, a lot of people look at their screen, they'll look at their live button. The live button. I know a couple of you have just recently started going live lately, and it's like that live button is like, it's going to shock me if I touch it, or that post button is going to put a curse on my computer. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just go create stuff. Just put it out there. You got to separate yourself, detach yourself from the results on social media, because remember, every single post is an opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life, learn and grow, and get a little bit better with your post and your information, because you'll see what works. You'll see what works. You can't overthink it. You can't overthink it. You know, it's interesting. I always talk about post, and I never know which posts are going to take off. You'll ask people that have posts that go viral. I'm not sure what's considered viral. And if you talk to them, they'll go, I had no idea that was going to go viral. Or I just knew this one was going to be a big hit, and it wasn't. It flopped. And so I always like to say this, or tell you about a post I put. And if some of you haven't seen it, I think maybe a lot of you have, but I put a post out of a goat who was standing on a ledge, and he was jumping from one ledge to the other in these mountains. And I forget even what the comments were, but I think I got over 10,000 shares on that post. I mean, that thing, I could go back in, find it, and add a few comments and add a few, and I'm sure it would take off again. It's the darndest thing in the world. I don't know. I think the picture of the way the goat was standing on the cliff looking at the other side stopped the scroll. Okay, stopped the scroll. And then the people started commenting on it. And then people were like, they loved it, so they had to share it. I put a picture just the other day of a mountain in Washington State. And I posted it in some groups too. I do some other group stuff. I posted it in sunsets groups, sunsets and sunrises and sunsets. I think it was because it's the sun going up over the mountain, the volcano over there, and it's got an amazing response. I kind of felt like it would, but it's not getting near as much response as the goat one, which I just thought it was funny. Had no idea that it was going to get the response that it did. I thought it's just hilarious. Have you ever done that? Have you ever put something out there and think this is going to be a hit, and it do nothing? And do nothing. Or have you put a post out there, a comment, and like you think nothing about it, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, look at the number of people who have liked it and comment on it. And so you just have to continue putting it out there. Kathy says, I've been posting about it every day, even go live on the glucose control. Not sure what I'm missing. I'm not sure what you're asking me there about. Not sure what you're missing. If you're asking me why you're not getting a lot of response or a lot of engagement, Kathy, is because you just started. You just started. You say I've been doing it every day probably for the last couple of weeks. You listen. I put posts out there that flop still to this day. So does everybody else, and I don't have a massive following. And then I'll put something out there that gets tens of thousands. So the key is to be consistent and persistent every day. Engage in other people's stuff. Respond to people who put stuff out there. And I know that a lot of you like other people's stuff, but you've got to engage with other people, not just say I like this or this is nice, but ask them a question about their post or about that post. So the more you do that, the more people are going to engage with you. And so don't feel bad if you're not getting a lot of response on stuff. Okay. And I'll quickly share this here to kind of see, because I don't know. I haven't looked at this much today, but let's look at a couple of things here, a couple of posts. And I'm going to increase the size so it's easier for y'all to see. So here's one I put out there. When did I put that? Yesterday, a day ago. Well, we didn't get any snow here at the beach, so we had to improvise. Okay. So 13 comments. And 66, 67, 68 people clicked on it. But now I've got See Insights here because I've got whatever this page is. I don't know what you call it. Okay, I don't know what you call this. But if you look at this, I got 703 post impressions, 685 people reached. Now, 700 and something, 685 people reached. You see, by this 68, 69 likes or whatever, and 13 comments, would you even think that I got that much off of it? No. You see, so the Insights tells me what the real thing is. Yep, ask you more questions. That's what it is. And so let's scroll down here and look at this. And so I've gotten some comments on here, and usually I'm pretty good about responding. This video here I thought was hilarious. I just thought this was funny. But when you look at it and let's look at the insights on it, only 363 were reached. Post reach, because this is a reel, I think. Okay, so it shows different. But if you haven't, I think it's hilarious. So I got 12 likes or comments and 3 comments, or 12 likes or whatever, 3 comments. I thought it was hilarious. Here's the amazing photo of a full moon rising over Mount Rainier. I gave credit to the person who took it. Okay. But if you look at this, and I rarely ever boost posts. If you want to pay to do that, that's fine. I'm not great at it. But I've got 176 people who have liked it, hearted it, whatever. 53 comments, 11 shares. And this is just on the one that is on here on my personal Facebook page. You with me? Just on mine. So if I look at my insights on that, Let's look and see. It's got 2,472 impressions, 2,434 people reached or post reach, and 454 engagements. Now, this is just on my personal profile. This doesn't count the other two groups that I shared this into. And let's see if it will. Let's see, commented. Comment. That's about my mom, call to action training. So I was looking to see one of the other groups that I shared it in. Here it is right here. Okay, so this is a group that I shared it in called Sunsets and Sunrises. I mentioned that to you, right? If you look at this one, this got 161 likes and 9 comments and 34 shares. So I'll go into every one of these shares and say, awesome, beautiful, thanks for sharing, something along that line. Does that make sense? Something along that line. And so my point to this is it's tough to tell what's going to hit and what's going to not. But I will say this, the key is consistency. And as you can see, I'm getting a lot of interest and a lot of hits on things that don't have anything to do with the product, that I'm not selling or I'm not telling and selling. I'm just carrying and sharing. You see, you can't, you want to mix it up. You want to have 70% of your posts be carrying and sharing about the people, not about your products and selling stuff. That's important. It's important. So 8:57, almost 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I hope you got some value from this. If you did, put comments in here again that you did get some value. Tag somebody in here that you feel like needs to see this, or somebody that you think would like to see this. You see, you tag them, they'll say, "Oh, look, Whitney tagged me or Kathy tagged me or whatever." Somebody tagged me in the post. And so add your thoughts on here. Did you get some value? Do you have any comments? Do you have any advice for people who are going to be tuning in and watching it? And if you do, great. Add your advice, because I'm always open to advice and people learning more. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope you have an amazing night, a blessed rest of the week. It's the cold chill is all over the country right now, I think. Woke up this morning here and it was really chilly on the coast of North Carolina. I think like 27 degrees this morning. I know some of you are laughing. 27 is not cold, but here at the beach, that's cold. Have a great night. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.